a lot of titles are spontaneous. The moment they come out, it's because that's the state of mind you're in at the moment, you know. And at the same time, Inside Out provokes a feeling as to, wow, I wonder what he meant when he said that, when he wrote that. And that's the nature of your question. These are feelings that have something to do with exposure to certain forms of art that indent a feeling upon you. And a good example, earlier, my exposure to band leaders like Art Blakey and Horace Silver, big band writers like Gerald Wilson and Don Ellis, and many others, you know, Woody Herman, of course, Gil Evans. That particular song, Inside Out, had a feeling that was very similar, especially with horns, with a couple of horn players, very similar to those years of my exposure to Art Blakey and the Messengers and Horace Silver. And that is also one of the reasons why Inside Out as a title fit the melody, because these were feelings on the inside that finally have been portrayed in this composition that is similar to that era. It's a state of mind that really embodies a time that was very effective in terms of my growth as a young player. You know, it also represented, to be honest with you, it represented not only Philadelphia, but even more so New York City. To go to New York at the age of 15, those were feelings that were prominent at that time. So yeah, it was these feelings come up. I think it would be difficult for those who didn't experience that era, social era. Today is a funny time because the youngsters today have no idea how it used to be here in Philadelphia when we had Pep's and the Showboat. Those two establishments, Pep's on Broad and South, and the Showboat at Broad and Lombard, right off of Broad. Those two establishments were profound at that time. And it was jazz was alive, socially alive. Not that it's better then than it is now. It was different then, as it is now. And to be here and now and go back to then is difficult for those who were born later than I and others. So to relate to the audience what they should feel about is going to fall short of what is felt about it. But at least they know.